What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and I am sorry I forgot to bring my microphone, so we're going to pretend like it's a early 2021 Mint Hunter comic video. So guys, about a year ago, I unboxed a ton of DC collector sets, which half of them, well, maybe like a third of them, have some of that rare DC Universe UPC logo. I sent a bunch into CGC, and finally, after a long wait, they're back. Well, what's interesting is they got separated. I actually sent accidentally slightly more than 25 books. I must have separated them weirdly. One batch has been sitting in their systems for a long time, and this other section has just been like floating in the ether of no man's land, Batman storyline, pun intended, for months. So this actually only got logged into the system finally a couple months ago. Heart attack averted. Now I got the books in front of me and I can tell you it's a great success. There were 2 books out of everything given that did not get the grade. So I'm going to show you everything that came back. Also, I sent 100 plus of those books to CBCS, but I only just did that like a couple weeks ago. So I'm not expecting those back until, I don't know, maybe, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, something like that. We'll see how CBCS does. They're going to have a hard time beating this because every single book pretty much got the grade. This was actually not from one of the collector sets, but I was very pleased to see this Detective Comics 675. It's part of the Knight's Quest. I think Knight's Quest, not Knight, and let me check. Night Quest, yeah. Part of the Night Quest when Jean-Paul Valley was Batman, and Batman was off with a bad back, asking Lady Shiva to help him get back to it. I've submitted this a couple times. Every time it gets a 9.8. Very nice. Next up, another one of the ones that was not part of the DC collector sets. I just had this lying around, so I thought I'd throw it in. Speeding Bullets, one of the better 90s one-shots. Fantastic story in which Superman gets picked up by Thomas and Martha Wayne instead of the Kents, and it kind of follows a more Batman line of things. It's an awesome, awesome story, and I knew this one was so sharp that it would get a 9.8. I was actually hoping for a 9.9, but I'll take a 9.8. Now we start getting into the Green Lantern box sets. These are the books that got me into comic reading when I was a kid. I inherited these Toys R Us box sets, and it changed my life. So while these books might not be a big deal to you, they are a giant deal to me, and so that's why getting stuff like this is super fun to me. I remember reading that, sure, Green Lantern issue 60 from volume 3, the 90s one. I was a huge Kyle Rayner guy, so I love this run. And another one, issue 58, very nice. None of these have the DC UPC logo just yet. There are a couple that you'll see coming up, though. Very nice. Which one is that? 55, yeah, that's right. With Alan Scott on the cover as well. 45. And actually, I think this was a 45 from a different collection because I don't think they ever had Green Lantern 45 make it into those collector sets. So I think this is from somewhere else. That's pretty sweet. 45, getting a 9.8. This is before Kyle Rayner is Green Lantern. A lot of people collect this run only from when Kyle Rayner is introduced, but there's good issues leading up to it. And we squeaked one, and we got a DC Universe UPC logo variant with a nice Mongol cover. I used to actually trace this cover as a kid and draw it. I wish I could find that drawing for you guys. I actually have a little stack of childhood drawings. Maybe I'll do a video one day. If I ever find it, I'll have to put it up. But it was this exact cover, so that's pretty cool. And then let's move on to this stack, which is the stack of stuff that was finally put into the systems pretty recently. By the way, these books arrived a little while ago, but I wanted to wait since they were technically part of the same order as this, which arrived just last night. All right, let's continue the fun. This is a super random Superman Journey of Lois Lane. The only reason I submitted it is because I remember it as a kid, and all these Supermans from like 94 through 96, I read them to death. There's always a special part in my heart for that era of Superman for sure. So I love that stuff. Nice DC UPC Universe logo down there. Very nice. If this video just isn't pure nostalgia, I don't know what is. Superman, we got the Wedding Album #1. Now what's interesting about this is fairly common book. They printed a lot of them. This is the DC Universe logo variant. See it on the back there? Now this one calls it the collector's edition, and I've got another one of them. Well, what's interesting is this time it doesn't say collector's edition. It just has it up there, and they both actually are the DC Universe logo variant. If you look at the back of every single one of your wedding albums that you find, you'll probably not find the DC Universe logo variant. It's just very rare. So it's fun that I got two of them. I don't know if those are going to be for sale. All right, next up we have the Robin Volume 2, the full run, issues 1 through 4. Remember, that's the one where they had the Joker's Wild, where they actually gave you a little card on the front. Well, we got issue 1. This is the regular cover. Actually, I'll put that over there. Issue 1, and this is one of the ones with the card. Anyone in the comments remember this? Again, guys, this video is pure nostalgia for you DC 90s heads. Robin, Volume 2, Number 1. And there were a couple other covers. We got this one. That's probably my favorite because it is a Kelly Jones art. CGC forgets to mention that this is a Kelly Jones cover. I don't like that. I think they cut a couple corners on some of these labels up at the top, but how mad can I be? Because there's so many 9/8s here, but still make sure you get the cover artist written on there. Then we also got, there were a couple other Robin Volume 2 Number 1s that actually didn't make it. Those are the only ones that didn't get graded. Robin Number 2, yeah, Robin Number 2. This is the one without the trading card. And this is one of the ones with the trading card. Very nice. And as they slowly went on, there were less and less trading cards. Like Number 1 had 4. I think Number 2 had maybe 3. And then after that, it was just 1. Or maybe like one other variant. Well, we'll see. There's another one of the trading card ones. And I think, yeah, Robin, yeah, this is the last of the trading card for issue Number 2. Guys, I actually already have a buyer for everything Robin here. I'm sorry in advance. If you message me about it, it's already taken. Pretty sweet. We got Robin issue Number 3 right here. Again, this is the one without the holographic trading card on the cover. And issue 3 with the holographic grading card on the cover. Very nice. And, oh, there is one more, issue 3 with the card on the cover. Now, another error we've got up coming here, which means I'm actually going to have to send this one back because it's Robin issue Number 4, but they accidentally said that it was issue Number 2. So that's unfortunate. See how it says up there, Robin Number 2? No, that's issue Number 4. Whoops. Glad it got the 9.8, but you're actually wrong on that one. So, got to fix that one. And then we have Robin issue Number 4, the end of the miniseries with the trading card. They only made one variant with the trading card for issue Number 4. Very cool. I do have to send a couple of these back to get the notes adjusted, which is always a little annoying, but again, I'm pretty happy. By the way, guys, sorry that my fingernails are absolutely disgusting. I was actually working in the garden the entire day. I got popped blood blisters and everything going on here. Then I had a 0-hour little DC collector's set that also all of them got it. So let's start it off with another Robin. Robin 0 got it. Flash 0 got it. Now, Flash 0 actually made it into my top 10 DC comics that no one's heard about ever videos. That's a solid Wally West story. Definitely worth the read. And it's pretty awesome that one of my favorite DC stories, well, favorite Flash stories for sure, has a 9.8. Very nice. Ironically, here's a book I already own. But if you look down here, guys, see that little image showing on the UPC section? It's not a newsstand. It's not a regular direct. This was a special 0-hour issue logo that they popped in here that only came out for these Toys R Us 0-hour sets. So finding them with that logo is very rare. even more rare, actually, than the DC Universe logo UPC variant. That's pretty cool. And that continues here with my Green Lantern Zero, which I do already have, but it's not the 0 hour UPC variant. And then one of my favorite books for last, I'll show you. I'll move that over here. And this is going to pair nicely with King Shark. We got Superboy Zero, the rare 0 hour UPC variant. But most importantly, I finally got CGC to mention that it's the first cameo of King Shark. If you go in this book to the last page, he makes up a couple panels down at the bottom. And you can't see too much, but you see his face. That's King Shark. This is the first appearance of King Shark. Well, now they finally show it on the label, and I have the rarest variant of all of these books. This is going to go really nicely with my Superboy number 9, which is the first full King Shark. I think it's issue 9. I have both of those books, so that's a nice pair. Anyway, guys, even though a portion of that stack got a little lost there for a little bit, it's nice to see these books. Sure enough, they pretty well 90% did fetch the 9.8. We'll see how CBCS does with these books in a few months when I get the rest of the 100 or whatever back. And frankly, those are a little bit of the bigger, better books. This was a little bit of a test to really see, okay, these look really sharp. Are they 9.8? Yes, they are. Guys, some of these are going to be part of the massive claim sale end of the month special that I'm doing this Friday live on this channel. We'll have a couple special guests. This one, last time we only did like 2.5 hours. I got a little more to sell, and it's going to be like $5 books all the way to like 300, 400, a couple 500, a couple $1,000 books. So you don't want to miss it. Tune in this Friday. You're going to see some of these in for here, and you know how I am. I always beat Go Collect prices. I always beat fair market value, unless it's something I don't want to sell. But that probably won't even make it to the claim sale, so whatever. Yeah, best prices around. You know how I work. I don't make any money doing this. It's just purely for fun. So some stuff for the PC, some stuff for sale. Friday, check it out. And as always, guys, keep on hunting.